metronome I hear, perhaps the end is drawing near. You never hear the shot that takes you down. Out of time, so say goodbye. What is yours now is mine.
What's going on, sports world and sports fans? It's your man, Mr. Real Sports, aka Mr. Johnson, on our first live webcast of sports, uncut and unrated, where you get it from the fans' point of view, the point of view that should matter the most to all of us. We ain't looking for commentators to tell us about the game when we pretty much know a little bit more about the game than some of these commentators. And we ain't talking about the ex-athletes. We ain't talking about the ones who wasn't good enough to get into the sport that they're broadcasting. We talk about the ones that just read off the teleprompter, everything that's said verbatim for word, like it's a script. We talking to the ones who are out here coaching. We talking to the ones that played the game before. We talk to the ones that are lifelong fans. That's why I say it's uncut and unrated, because we want to get your point of view no matter how it is. We need to know, and we want to get it out there. All right, let's get it started. First, before we get it started, let's give a shout out to Big City Sports, doing a lot of good things in the city of Detroit. This is where our telecast is coming from. It is Detroit, Michigan, home of the champions, Lions, Tigers, Pistons, the Red Wings. I mean, right now we ain't had a championship in a nice little minute, but, we go get there. Hopefully maybe the Lions get there sooner or later. Tigers, they're in the middle of their season, so, they're going to make it do what it do. All right, Detroit. But yeah, let's give it up to Big City Sports over there, doing a lot of big things in the city. Not only in the city, but in the whole state of Michigan, in this region. These groups of individuals, the founder of this league actually is Kevin Binion. He's the executive director. Started this league about 3 years ago. Started off with one team. Now, in about a year's time frame, has got it over to about 19 teams. This is incredible, and they're still growing. And this is the organization that I promote, and I would definitely recommend every parent to want to get involved in. They care about the kids' development in playing this sport, but also their development as a person was most important. Very important. You get in contact with them at www.b, as in boy, ccfl.org. And we got a link up on the telecast as well, so you'll be able to get in contact with them. Let's get it started. Let's start with the obvious. If you haven't known, unless you've been living underneath a stone, the Lakers are the new NBA champions. Was it a surprise? I guess the Boston fans were surprised. I kind of picked the Lakers to win from jump. I thought maybe this would be the year that they could do it to them. Last two champions in the NBA go against each other. What was the difference this time around? I don't think it was so much of a difference. I think that the benches played the biggest difference in this series. And as it is in the last round, that's exactly what happened. The benches and the secondary and the supporting cast came up big. It wasn't Kobe this time to start it off for the round. He got MVP. He was MVP of the whole series. I'll give him that. But this game, Ron Artest, they got to be grateful to him. Even though this, I want to thank my hood stuff and my shrink and stuff like that. He could have kept that one to himself. But, man, he had a good game. Without his points, they lose. Flat out. Paul Gasol, almost a triple-double. Outstanding game for him as well. You got to let your players do what they do. Kobe was doing a little crazy shots at first, got calmed down. He started realizing, let me just do the other parts of the game right. Let me get that ball out there. Let me get those rebounds. Help the team. They got together and won. And then, also didn't help that the Celtics couldn't make a shot either. All right. Let's get over to the NFL right quick. Okay, we also got, let's just talk about these rookies that came in. Out of the rookie crop, who y'all think is the best? Definitely get in contact with us. Let us know. I want to take a vote. I really want to see who y'all think is going to be the best rookie. We got a lot of Tebow fans. We think soon year. We think it's going to be McCoy. We think Bradford going to come out and blow everybody out the water. We think Barry going to do it. What about Joe Hayden? We think he going to do something down there. Well, let's see. We got to see what's happening. What about John Paul Pierre up there with the Giants? I think he got a good opportunity on a good team. Solid guy. He played only 1 year, but he was solid. We'll see what he can do if he can make the transition. My pick for Rookie of the Year in the NFL, undoubtedly, it'll probably be Joe Hayden. I think Joe Hayden in a pass-first league is going to have the opportunity of a lifetime to make a big statement. It'll be him or it will be Eric Berry. It's going to be those two. And don't rule out Earl Thomas out there in Seattle. But Tebow, for all you Tebow haters out there, get over it. The guy's good. He's a proven winner at every single level. He showed everybody. He's been told he wouldn't be able to do it, and each time he does it. His style gets it done, and he can switch over, and I think he's got the intangibles to be a great NFL quarterback. Bradford, I believe that you got to get talent around him. I think he's as good as his talent. So we'll see if that remains to be seen. And Colt McCoy and Clausen, watch out for them. They might have pretty good years. Let's watch out. I think even though they said it was a weak, not the best quarterback class, I think they're gonna show them a little different. We'll find out. Let's get over to Albert Haynesworth. This man signs a $21 million check, then don't want to play. Come on, baby. You got to do better than that. Albert, if you want to prove yourself as being a dominant defensive tackle, you got to be able to play nose. You know what I'm saying? Much less than just playing in the 4-3 scheme. You got to be able to play in every scheme. That's how you prove your dominance. You can't just get team and leave them just because they're not playing the scheme that you want. That's not ideal. You know, come on. All these kids out there, let me tell y'all something. Just don't develop one skill in football or any sport. You got to be multi-talented. You got to be able to flip and change, baby. You're going to either, reform or adapt. You better be one of those that are going to be adapt if you want to make it big. All right, let's look at Chris Johnson and Revis. A lot of this free agency, and, a lot of them don't want to sign their tenders, like up there San Diego with Jackson and O'Neal. Them boys going to be sitting out to week 10. That owner is not giving them that big contract. Do I agree with them? I mean, if you stand what you got to do, but, understand also that, you got to go out here and play, and, you take the risk of, not getting that money. Revis and Chris Johnson, I believe they're in a different boat. I believe you should be looking at your team and getting out there and trying to play. But the same token, man, you can't pay these guys chump change, especially after the years. Chris Johnson, ever since being in the NFL, has surprised everybody. He came out in the draft the fastest guy. They still doubted him. He got in here, and he's got over 1,300 yards first season, 2,000 yards his second season. You got to give him the money. Y'all talking about only paying him $500,000? That's crazy. Come on, get the boy the money. Revis is a shutdown corner, shut down every big receiver in the league. All I can tell Revis, baby, you get that contract, you better keep shutting them down. All right. Now, the only thing that we need to talk about today, because right now, first telecast, we're just trying to get everybody warmed up. I want to know also, as I said, who y'all think those rookies that's going to do good in the NFL. And also, let's talk about the NBA draft that's coming up 24th. Who you think coming up going number one? I think it should be Wall. Turner is good. I think he's NBA ready. But we'll find out. Send that to me, emails as well. Let me know what y'all think. Also, send any questions y'all got about the sport so we can find out and get into it. Also, congratulations to the Blackhawks winning the NHL. The NHL got the best playoffs. It's unpredictable. You got to love it. Blackhawks love them. Let me know also who y'all think going to come out here and who y'all think going to make that early run for the pennant in the baseball. Let's find out. Get your team favorites. Holla at me. Again, email address uncut and unrated at yahoo.com. It's up there on the screen. Love it. First telecast. Let's make it a hit. See y'all later. Tune in the next. And we'll love to see you. Love to get all your information. Love to get anything that we can from you. All right, again, it's your man, Mr. Johnson, leaving off. God bless. Get at me. Sports. Uncut, unrated.